Because of CC2 announcing they're going to announce a new game, I wanted to talk about which anime has the most likely chance of getting a fighting game. Because people are talking about, oh, I don't want it to be CC2 say they care something, they're going to make it an arena fighter. Everyone's talking about arena fighter. I like the discussion around which anime would get the next fighting game. Because when I thought about it, I've been thinking about this all the time. I thought One Piece would be the next one to get it. But somehow Avatar and Hunter have gotten a fighting game before One Piece, so that's like, dude, it can really be something unexpected that gets the next anime fighting game. I just wanted to go over like what I think is most likely and least likely. Because even before I was thought, no way, Hunter doesn't really have anything going on. How could it get something before One Piece? One Piece, everyone's been talking about it forever. So I was like, let's start with One Piece, right? One Piece people, everyone's been talking about it forever. Getting one, I always feel like it's most likely when it comes to the discussion of what you get a fighting game next, what you get a fighting game next. Everyone always talks about One Piece. I feel like for One Piece, it's only a matter of time before eventually it gets made because One Piece is so popular, it gets games all the time. It's just a matter of time before someone's like, oh yeah, give the devs some money and make like a fighting game with it. I feel like it has to happen sometime. It's kind of crazy that it's taking so long to get like a big game, but I feel like it's just a matter of time. Um, I want to talk about Naruto and Boruto. Naruto is kind of like in Bleach's place where it was back in the day, where nothing is really going on for it right now. No anime stuff. If the anime is over, but unlike Bleach, the anime covered everything that I was in the manga. So it was like there isn't anything left to cover. Naruto was just over, so like lately, Naruto hasn't even been getting any games or anything. So it's really quiet for Naruto. So I don't know. Naruto is still super popular, but the way they're not pushing anything for Naruto lately makes me feel like they're not going to push anything, right? And when it comes to fighting games, they're not going to. This is gonna be like a sequel. They're not gonna make they're gonna make another Storm game because Storm has been working for them forever now. They don't like. If you look at other Naruto games, right? They have what's it called? Shinobi Strikers, and that's really all. Everything else is like Storm lately, and they don't even have like they'll re-release old Storm games, but they won't re-release any of the Clash of Ninja games, nothing like that. Not even the Ultimate Ninja games getting re-released. They only do Ninja Storm stuff. So the only thing I can even think about them doing is another Naruto uh, Storm game. Like they can't. I don't even think they could come up with. I don't know. Beta does not seem like they're going to do anything else other than Storm. So I don't. Even, I can't like. I'd love to see a Naruto a traditional fighting game by someone, but I just like can't even imagine it at this point because they just never go down that path anymore. They're only doing Storm games. So I don't know. And for Boruto is be the same thing. Honestly, I don't like Boruto as much as I like Naruto. I've stopped hating it. I mean, the start of Boruto was really bad in the anime. It felt like watching filler. It was filler, right? So I feel like Boruto can like maybe bring some people in if they had their own thing going on. It's always Naruto to Boruto. Never let Boruto do its own thing, and never even push Boruto as much as it could be pushed. A lot of the new generation characters are nowhere to be found in anything. So their emotion, I don't even know about a lot of them. Right? I know, of course, I know about Team Seven, Naruto, Boruto, Sarada, and Mizuki, and then they have Kawaki, who's kind of in there too. They have the Ina Shikacho team, of course, too, and then they have Metal Lee. And then other than that, I don't really know any of the other characters. And I don't really come up a lot. I feel like you can get a lot more people into Boruto if they were pushing the characters a little bit. Like these kids aren't doing anything. Like that's the thing about how it was for Naruto. They were inside so many different games, so many different places. They'd put the even though like a lot of these like people like Ten don't do a lot of stuff in this anime. They pushed the hell out of them. Like they were in everything, bro. They got her in Storm, got her in Clash, and then they got her in everything to the point where I could easily make a fan of a character just having them everywhere. But that's the thing they're missing in Boruto. There's no motion. A lot of these characters don't have any motion at all. So I just don't care about them at all. It's like dude, they could easily have them in like their own game or something, but that's never what they do with it. So I don't know. I almost feel like they're not confident at all with Boruto. So I don't know if they would even like if they're not doing stuff with Naruto. I don't think they'd make Boruto have its own game and like push it at all. So I have like I don't have any faith in that. Um, JJK, I want to put JJK in most likely because JJK is going crazy right now. JJK is one of people even talking about like getting the new game for CC2. So I don't know if the CC2 game would be. I just hope it be if it did happen. I hope it would be like a 3D fighter, but it's definitely up there with the most because right now JJK is the thing people want to profit off of. It's the thing doing the most right now. Steel Ball Run. Season two already has All Star Battle of all the JoJo characters. I don't know if they'd make a what's it called, one only like just do the one part 7 only game where they can just continue off of what they've done before. That's what they always do with CC2. They just keep building up, building up on the stuff they've already done over and over again. So they already have Steel Ball Run characters in the game. All they would have to do, guys, look, this is a new version. This is All Star Battle R2. And then they just add some more Steel Ball Run characters. That's literally free money, easy money. They literally have them going. They don't have to really redo anything. They redid the whole. I don't have to really to redo like they did for like the other parts. They're gonna have different sound effects because they didn't have the sound effects. Of course, the anime is getting made, so this all you have to do is redo the sound effects. And they got everything, and it's like that's like easy production, right? They already have everything going on for it. Just add some more stuff. So I don't know. I don't think they'd make the fighting game just for Steel Ball Run. They probably just keep going on with what season 2 has already done. What's next? Hunter, probably a sequel. First, I said before, it's crazy that Hunter even got a fighting game in the first place, right? Hunter has nothing going on. The anime is in hiatus because they're waiting for more manga to come out. So it's like so nothing for the anime. The manga is on hiatus because it's kind of a slow process of getting the chapters done for Togashi. So really for Hunter, when Nen Empire came out, there was like nothing going on. For it to even get a fighting game, I was like, there's like usually if somebody gets a game, it's to promote. It's because of the anime is promoting. It's like to help push the games is like with the anime. But since nothing was going on, I didn't think it would get anything. So if it gets something else, it's gonna be what they've done before. But I don't know. I love that Impact. I don't know if it did good enough for them to push a new version of it, push a sequel to it. But I'd love to see it. But there's a lot of stuff it can improve. The game is fun to me, but there's definitely a lot of stuff that it needs to fix still. What am I do next? Bleach sequel. They just got Rebirth of Souls. I think Rebirth of Souls probably did at least decent, at least good. Most likely gonna have a sequel to it. There's stuff that's coming out with Bleach anime they can easily make a sequel to. I don't really expect them to make a new game, right? When Rebirth of Souls probably did pretty well. They only got one season of DLC. I don't know what's going up with it. They kind of like stopped talking after a while. I don't know if they're already working on a new game. I don't know if they're working on DLC, but they kind of went quiet after the last DLC was released, I think. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. Gachi has a lot of emotion. I feel like it's not a good chance of getting a fighting game. Be cool to see. There's a lot of characters in the anime that we've already seen do stuff. Oh, the move sets for them, they got everything going on for them. I feel like it'd be cool. The style is awesome. I just wonder who would make it. That's actually maybe I'll talk about at the end. Who would make these games? Right? Dragon Ball Super is coming back. I would think. I would like to say. I don't gotta say a sequel for. That's why I put continuation. I don't think Dragon Ball Fighter is gonna get a sequel at this point, but they probably just continue after the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think they might continue. Like, man, if this works out for them, they just keep slowly trying to do what Arc System was doing and keep making DLC, maybe like even like one at a time, one at a time. Because they definitely don't got what Arc System got going on. But if depending on how they do it with this, they can just keep like slowly dripping DLC into fighters because that's kind of what they do for games. But that's probably why Arc System wanted to leave because they're gonna keep doing it for a long time, like they did with Xenoverse. Just keep dripping DLC. Almost I guess it feels like forever. Like they've been doing it for Xenoverse forever. This DLC. We keep going, and now they have the Moro to work with. They have Granola arc probably coming up. They have a lot more to work with. So it's DLC. There's no reason to really make a new game. Down and Down 2, I feel like it's the same place. I don't know. I don't know. Because if I get a fighting game, it's kind of rare. But these two are going crazy right now. I haven't heard anything about a game for either. Really, I don't know if they have a game or not. But I feel like these two, for how good they are right now, would be cool to see. They're like the character, like it's kind of the same things going on, right? Like the characters look really cool. The abilities are pretty cool. I feel like either of these getting a fighter. There's a lot of lovable characters in both series. The anime have shown up a bunch of the characters, so there's a lot of stuff to work with. I feel like that'd be cool to see. Hell's Paradise. Oh, I don't feel like it doesn't really have. I also feel like it would be up here with these, but I don't know. I feel like it's not really getting talked about the same way. Because Hello Paradise is kind of like an older series that's getting adapted. Because it's kind of different for him. But uh, I put it on the list because I looked up Battle Shonen and this came up. World Trigger, I don't really hear it get talked about. World Trigger is one of those things where it's like it's really popular, but I don't see people talking about it that much, which is kind of weird to me. I don't know what's going on. Right, World Trigger is super. I think they're making a remake or like a remaster or something like that. Maybe we'll get talked about more, but World Trigger is definitely up there. But I haven't seen any talk about it. It's been out for like a long while. No talk about game and no talk about anything like that. So I don't know. It's definitely popular. It's definitely really popular, but I don't really hear a lot talk about it. One Punch Man is kind of tough. It's infamous right now. I don't think it get like why would they do a sequel to a hero nobody knows? I don't think that's gonna happen. The hero nobody knows didn't even do well. I feel like since it's gone now, like, there's no online for it anymore. This took off the online mode. It's like One Punch Man infamous people are only cooking it when it comes to look like, oh dang, they should give some budget. Take some of the budget from JJK and give it to One Punch Man. That's what I heard people saying. Like One Punch Man has only gotten people cooking it. So I don't know. There's like no positive to go about. I don't even know if they'll get like really another big game, which is kind of sad. Right, Ben does stuff in such a sad way. It's like if this game that was barely cooked up people don't want to eat it, then we're just gonna stop. We're gonna stop even trying to serve it at all, which is really sad. Like instead of making a new one, try something different. This game didn't work out. That means we're just not gonna do anything with it anymore, which is sad. And that's probably it for One Punch Man. So I just gonna put it on. I put it at 1%. I don't think anything really going on for One Punch Man. It's kind of sad now though. For Vigilantes, I feel like it's the same place as My Hero. I don't know where I put My Hero. Um, they're going on with One's Justice. Oh yeah, here it is. With One's Justice, it's the same thing. They're like it's just My Hero. They're gonna keep making My Hero stuff. Probably gonna keep in a One Justice format. One Justice, One Justice has done good enough for them to make 3 games. They're like, and on with that, right? They're like, okay, aiding or not aiding, it's biking. Make us a game. They made One Justice 1. It worked out. Hey, you guys did really good. One Justice 2. Hey, you guys did pretty good. And they make a battle royale. 3 for what's it called? My Hero Academia. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name, but they have a battle royale, and then they have All's Justice. So it's like if they make something for Vigilantes, just add DLC to One's or All's Justice, or they can just make a new Justice game and then have it be vigilante stuff only. There's like this is easily what they're gonna keep doing. This has been too successful. I don't think they're gonna do anything like make a fight. I don't. There's no reason to make another fighter. I don't know. Meta does not really do stuff like that. Like there was no point if this fighter was already working. Why make something new? That's kind of the thing. Fire Force has been going crazy, but I don't know. I don't think it'd get a fighting game. This point, Fire Force is also one of those things where I don't really hear any talk about game stuff. It's kind of weird. It's like it's been out for a while. Like it's just like, dude, Fire Force JK, so you can kind of see the difference, right? JK got like a game like in the first season, like going over the first season stuff to season 2, and then Fire Force really hasn't had anything going on with it. It's kind of tough, bro. Like, but I feel like Fire Force is definitely up there. The characters are amazing. They have so much stuff to work with when it comes to moveset, but I just don't see it happening. It might be one of those cases like with Hunter, where it's like I don't see it happening, but how much stuff they have to work with, even though it's like just gonna be a bunch of different variations of fire for the most part. I think they have a lot of stuff to work with when it like there's too many cool things and Five Words is an amazing series, man. Too much stuff to work with. Demon Slayer, like I said before, with My Hero and like a lot of these, Boruto, right? Since CC2 is working on this game and it worked out one time, worked out two times, there is like no reason for it's not Bandai but Sega to hey, can you guys make us or can someone else make us a fighter? Like there's no point of it. Like it's already working out so well with the arena fighter. There's no reason to make a fighting game for it. So I don't really see it getting a fighting game at all. I don't see it happening. Soul leveling doesn't even fit. I don't even see it. I should put. I don't want to put no percent. I guess this is better than. But soul leveling only the way the series is built. It's like a RPG. It's kind of built like that, leveling up and stuff. I don't like other than Jin Woo. I don't think I don't know. I don't think any of the characters have enough motion for it to be a fighting game, right? It just be if it was a fighting game, it'd be kind of funny. It'd be everyone would be playing Jin Woo, and other characters would be kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, right? I don't think I don't think it would fit, but I think it'd be funny. Soul leveling is pretty popular right now, so I want to put it on the list. But I don't think it might be one. It might be surprising me, but like I don't think it'd be. It already has a game too, which is kind of like a leveling up game. I think or it's like a mobile-ish game. I think I've seen it. So like they can keep doing stuff like that. I don't think they even go into the category of fighting games. So, yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be like. That's why I play. I love Kengan. I'm gonna put it up in this list. Kengan has a crossover with Street Fighter. I really want to put it in the list, but that stuff is not getting. that stuff is not getting a fighting game, man. That stuff's not happening. I put it here. Hopefully maybe it surprised me one day, but that stuff it'd be like one of those more on a grounded way because everyone's just like a regular fighter, a regular martial artist. They could easily make a fighting game. Like I said before, they fight against Street Fighter characters. They all have a Street Fighter like move set. This would be so easy. That's what manifesting a fighting game maybe someday. But dude, it'd be too easy for them to make a fighting game with this type of series. They're actually I love the characters in this, bro. They really go crazy. Oma, they have I don't know. The connector is still Omega, but they can do so much stuff with this, right? Like the boss fight being Kurogi or the connector, dude. That shit would be fire. Sakamoto Days. What a cool moveset. I'd put it not likely though. I wonder what a game from Sakamoto would look up in the first place, right? It hasn't been. It's actually kind of sad. There's a lot of stuff. It's kind of a lot of stuff here is popping off, but there's not really any talk for game stuff, so I don't really know what to expect at all. I put Ramna here because I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, Ramna did get a new anime. It had a fighting game before, but I don't think they're ever gonna do that again. I don't know what they'll go with this time. I don't even know if they'll get a new game this time. Ramna is pretty old, but when it comes to pretty old and getting a new adaptation, that's always a chance to push new stuff for it, right? That's when Dragon Ball was old, like Dragon Ball Z, and then it's like, Dragon Ball Z Kai, and they started pushing more games for it. That's a perfect time to push new games, but I haven't really heard anything about Ramna. Ramna's kind of quiet, actually. Um, Black Clover is pretty big. It could definitely be one of those that get a game. But the thing about Black Clover is also the sad Bandai thing where it's like they had one game, which is like they had like a what was it? It was like a hero shooter type of game, which is really interesting direction to take it in, but it didn't do good enough, and the game is like over. And after that, like, okay, this game didn't do good enough. We are just never going to make another Black Clover game. So they have not made another Black Clover game in a long time. Maybe they made a no. They had a mobile game. I don't really count mobile games as like making a new game, but haven't made another Black Clover console game in a while. The new anime coming out is an easy chance for them to push a new game for Black Clover. Black Clover is one of those series that has so many characters, and they've been doing stuff for like it has hundreds of episodes, hundreds of chapters. Easily make a move set for the characters. Not even going to be a problem at all. It just depends on if they want to do it at all. I don't know if they have. Like, this is a sad thing. Like this is easy. I would think it'd be easy to to do, but they don't. He's not doing anything with Black Clover. Sadly, so I don't know. Chainsaw Man will be interesting, but I don't know if that's what the direction to go with for Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man does have the move set for it, but I don't. I feel like it would be a different direction when it comes to a game. And then the last on the list, Fairy Tail has been going on forever. Right? They got 100 Year Quest, new anime going out, new episodes. I feel like it'd be. I feel like it's in the same like kind of lane. I think probably maybe the most on this list as Hunter, where I kind of wouldn't even think about it at first. Like if you would think what gets gonna get a new fighting, what is something that people want to see that would get a lot of money, and people as like I always think a One Piece will be easy money, right? But then it's like, oh, it's something that's not really thought about a lot is definitely Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail has been going on forever. Like this should be free. It's not something. It's like Fairy Tail, like Avatar, right? Avatar, Fairy Tail, it's been going on forever. If someone made a fighting game for Avatar, right, like they did right now, it get a lot of people interested in the game just because how long it's been loved for. Like all the stuff they have to work with because how long it's been going on for. It's like it's just pretty easy. I feel like out of the most, Fairy Tail would have like a good thing going for it, but I don't know. I don't know if it ever gets something like that. I like that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe something here would surprise me. I want to put it out into the universe. Kind of think about what I was thinking about, but I don't know if Fairy Tail will ever be something I get into. But if it does, it's not going to be surprising me because how much it has going for it. It's just one of those series that's been going on for so long. One of those series, a bunch of movesets to the point where it's like they're gonna be like fighters would have multiple different characters with different movesets. It's gonna be like One Piece, multiple different characters with the different moveset, the same characters with different movesets. Because it's just been going on for way too long. There's too much stuff to work with. People love Fairy Tail. It would definitely work out. And then I guess I'm gonna go through maybe let's talk about a little bit to end the video off of what I think who would make it because people always talk about they want it to happen, but don't really talk about what developer they want to make it. So maybe I'll talk about it a little bit. People, when it comes to One Piece, people always talk about arc system, but also someone who would be good at it. I feel like if they went a different route with it, it'd be like a 3D fighter, right? Maybe someone named like Bandai Namco, they get the Tekken team on it or something like the Soul Calibur team, and have like there was a bunch of different weapons in One Piece. Maybe they could have it more like weapon focused. Maybe Luffy uses a baseball bat with his fifth gear, and they have like a bunch of different weapon focus. I don't know. We kind of separate some of the kids. Like most of the Straw Hats use some type of weapon, except for like Sanji. Like even like put Frankie. Frankie has like a maybe gauntlets on or something. They can go crazy with it. Like, there's a lot of stuff they can do with One Piece. And when it comes to, right, when I was thinking about a 3D fighter, maybe instead for a 2D fighter, because of the sizes, it's way easier to fit like a bigger character into a 3D fighter because the way the game moves around, right? You have like it's Gigas and Tekken, kind of ginormous character, but it works out because it's more of a movement thing, more of a it's way easier to like make a big character. It's not gonna have like really a problem with like overhead stuff. It's kind of easier to see when they're ducking, and it's not gonna be the same problem in a 2D fighter. So I feel like, and when it comes to costumes, One Piece characters change costume a lot. When it comes to 3D fighters, it's more likely you're gonna see a change in costume in a 3D fighter. So if you want more costumes, it'd probably be in a 3D fighting game. Right? They also do that when it comes to like 2.5D, and that's also something they do. But I feel like that's something they could put in a 3D fighter. But that's what I was thinking about. But when it comes to what do people want to see for One Piece? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to most anime stuff, if you want a fighting game for it, people are gonna say arc system works. That's gonna be like the most answer for it most of the time. But there is different routes to go for fighting games in anime, right? But it's just like it's arc system works. Let's be honest. Arc system works has been doing it for so long. Their first ever fighting game was Sailor Moon. They've been doing this stuff forever, like forever. So there really isn't anything else you can really point to. Like we want a new JoJo game, right? It's not gonna be Capcom who makes it anymore. They don't even do that anymore. It's gonna be something like right. It's gonna like season two. People only talk about season two or arc system works because that's the only like when it comes to this. You look at the whole entire list. Season two or arc system works. Season two arc system works. Season two. That's like the whole entire list. Even though and then it's like aiding for this. They aiding actually happened once, but aiding and it's published by Arc System Works. It's like that's really Arc System Works is like all over the list for the most part. But if we would have this happen again, maybe aiding could have maybe aiding with a budget this time will be amazing to see. If they're gonna make something else, French bread would be cool to see in one of these, right? French bread, but when it comes to French bread, it's mostly gonna be working on something for Tight Moon. So I don't really think they'd really. I guess it's like that's the problem when it comes to who will make it most of the time. A lot of people also say Arc System works most of the time because why would a developer go away from the stuff they usually do? Like I said for One Piece. I was talking about the Tekken team. Why would you make a One Piece fighting game that might work when you can make Tekken that will work for sure? Like there's no point of it, right? Maybe that's why I said let's talk about more of the Soul Calibur team. Nothing really going on for Soul Calibur right now. So if they were to make like a One Piece fighter, they don't really have. Uh, we should just do this instead. It's like this is something that we can try because nothing's really happening for us right now. That's also what's kind of going on for Invincible Versus, right? Invincible has the team from Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct has nothing going on right now, kind of in a state of limbo. So if we have nothing going on right now, why not work on something else? So we do have stuff to do, right? We can use the stuff we've done before and kind of like spin it in a different way, which is really cool to see. So you gotta kind of think of devs that are not really having stuff going on right now. Maybe something they could do in the meantime, or something they could do now that they don't really got anything going on. So that's what I was thinking about that. So French Bread does have stuff going on. They have Melty Blood. It's just Melty Blood sequel. Their new sequel. So they have new characters they can add if they want to make a new Melty Blood. They have Under Night. They have more stuff to add for Under Night. It's like there's really no reason to go to a different route. I'd love to see them do something different when it comes to anime. Like make like an anime game, but I don't think they would do something like that. But yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking when it comes to it. There is when it does come to like I even like Eddie making Eddie making Hunter was so crazy. Eddie kind of came out of nowhere and did it. That's kind of the thing that's what have to happen again, where it's like a developer who you're kind of not thinking about. It happened with Invincible, happened with Net Impact, happened with Riot. It just has to be like a developer. You're not really thinking about making a fighting game, because for the most part, a lot of the 2D fighter or 3D fighter developers are going to be busy unless they're not busy. If they're not busy, that gives them a chance of kind of fitting into a category of one of these games and doing something with it, which is really, really cool to see.